Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Peaky Blinders Season 5, Episode 3, Strategy. So we are not continuing with the black theme that I thought we may be. We started with Black Tuesday and then Black Cats, so I thought maybe it was a theme of the season. Perhaps I'm wrong. Either way, is it possible for me to do a quick recap of last episode? It never is, but let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Okay, so the Billy Boys apparently are targeting Peaky Blinders. So the episode opens with Tommy seeing himself like dressed up as a scarecrow hung in like a field. So he kind of goes out there to see what's what, and it's got a note, and make a long story short, it's just full of landmines, the ground. So now he's got to figure out how to get back to his house without exploding them. And of course, while he's trying to do that, Charles, his son, is running over through the field to him because he's got a phone call. So he's like, stop, stop. So now he's just running, and I guess just hoping he doesn't die to save Charles. And it turns out okay, but it could have been really bad. And I'm sure that that can't help his PTSD issues that he's sort of having right now. Also, Michael is back. He's back with a wife, but I don't really know how I feel about this. Like, I feel like maybe, I don't know if Tommy believes him. Do we think that Tommy just, like, let him off the hook too easily? Because, I mean, I don't know about too easily. I don't know what's going to happen to Michael because sort of as payment for what he did for the stock market thing, Tommy totally believes him about the not selling him out, which is the wrong terminology, but to do whatever he was doing with the IRA, Tommy seems to believe him, maybe, about that, and there doesn't seem to be any repercussions from that right now, but there definitely are going to be from the stock market issue, and sort of his punishment is that he has to do some of, like, the riskier things, I guess, for a little while. I'm not really sure, but everybody sort of seems to believe him about the rest of it. The other thing that's sort of happening is Tommy is getting more and more paranoid that people are trying to take him down, which when you are at the top, there is nowhere else to go but down. And at the beginning, I'm like, is he paranoid about this, or is this actually a thing that's happening? And I think it's both. I think both he is paranoid that it's happening, but it also is happening. And I think they're both true at the same time. So, also, the Billy Boys the Billy Boys went and they got, they like beat the shit out of Aberama and killed Bonnie, essentially because they're like, you know, we're the people in charge here, like, fuck the Peaky Blinders, essentially. It's like sending a message back to Tommy. So, later in the episode, Tommy goes outside, he hears a car, and he sees it's Aberama and Johnny Dogs, and they're both, like, in dire straits, essentially. And they're trying to figure out who's the traitor amongst them, essentially. And Tommy is like, Johnny, I trust you more than, essentially, anybody, because it was just, I think Johnny Dogs and the Lees who knew sort of what was going on, and then Lizzie comes out with a gun and is like, fuck you all, this shit's not going down right now. Also, Tommy, like, when you die and you're gonna die, everything comes to me. I'm like your next of kin, and I'm like the mother of your child, so that's where we are. So, was that short? I don't know. Oh, something happened with Ada? Did anything happen with Ada? I don't know. Oh, Ada's helping him with the political thing against the fascist dude. So that was the part that I was a little sketchy on. So hopefully I can get a little more clear on that. It is very dark. I'm not sure if you can tell. So if the lighting is not delightful, it is because it is very dark outside. All right, so that said, long-winded recap as usual. I don't mean for them to be this way, but they just are. All right, so that's done. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode 3, Strategy. Let's do it. The amount of money that I spend per week on seltzer is astronomical. I don't know when I turned into this person.
Good morning, sisters. Let us pray.
Okay. Do you think this is one of the things that Tommy not fundraising things, what is it called? Charitable works or whatever? My God, does Polly look good this season? I can't handle it.
You wanted to speak to us, Mr. Shelby?
Yep.
All of us?
Yep.
At 6:30 in the morning?
Yes.
We don't smoke in here.
Well,
You don't, but he does.
Nor do we use language. Nor do we find fault in the innocent. But you do. You fucking do.
What is happening?
The testimony of children.
Oh, no.
God be their witness.
that is God. And that of the Peaky Blinders.
And we have heard terrible things. We have in this. They lie as easily as breathe. You had a child half black. You made her wash with a different soap.
You're supposed to be fucking
Mr.
godly.
Shelby owns-
Our sins against the beating of children with bricks and houses. Our sins. Our sins. Against the black child who hanged herself for fear of your temper.
I do not see how.
Just, it's gonna be worse if you don't do it.
Your eyes that are broken.
I told you. You know what I really love about this?
You see the world broken. Like those beaten children will.
A lot of people say that they care, but Tommy is making sure that the right shit gets done.
Look at me! Funding withdrawn.
All children to be taken into our own institutions.
You have no say in where the children...
If I come for you, I will wear high heels so you can hear my approach on the cobblestones and have time to repent.
Fucking hell. I swear.
You listen for my footsteps.
Is there a more badass character that ever existed in TV than Polly? I don't think there is. God, she's fucking great. And I love that they're not just saying we're trying, it's not just an image for Tommy, this charitable foundation. Like, he really wants to help as best he can.
Train to London leaves in an hour. Arthur, Michael, come with me. Told me I have to take Gina to the hospital today.
Oh, I forgot
A
she
week
was
ago,
pregnant.
one of our most trusted men was killed.
There's like no beer in there.
Cancel your appointments, and Ida can take Gina to the hospital. That's what women do.
Alright, relax there, Arthur.
Michael, they will give it and give it until a case is proven, and then they'll take it from you, but mainly from me.
There is a strategy in place to avenge the death of his son, so not to do anything rash.
Why me?
Because that Armagold is in love with you. They even got an haircut. 45 years old and still breaking hearts, eh? Yeah. That's a Polly. Holly Gray.
I feel like Polly's in this weird in-between situation where she also knows that Michael did wrong, but she still has this maternal instinct to, like, protect him, but she can't really.
That's the strategy. You can smile. You don't smile.
Okay, sounds great.
Michael, you sit. Arthur, you stand by the window. Minister for the Duchy of Lancaster. He is also Deputy to the Chancellor of the Exchequer and Cabinet Advisor.
I don't know what
to the
half of
Prime
those
Minister
things
of
are.
Great Britain. The man we're about to meet is the devil.
Oh my god, the tension in this show.
I never seem to get to meet you without your family.
This is Mosley, right? The guy that Ada and he were talking to?
I understand you know a man called Jimmy McCavan.
Who on earth is Jimmy McKevin?
You've been making approaches to various men across the country. You think I might be able to help you in your cause. McCavan is one of these men. He killed an associate of mine. I want to know what your strategy is.
That one's your brother. Yes.
Yes. And I'm his business advisor. We would like to talk business.
Michael Gray. You lost all your cousin's money in America playing the fool.
Don't remind us.
And poor old Arthur Shelby, standing there at the window, is afraid his wife will never return.
He's just...
My spies tell me she's been seen with another man.
Arthur,
Arthur.
relax.
Esquisse Silvel.
20 seconds in and I have them speaking their wog lingo.
Alright.
Mr. Shelby, I do have plans.
He's definitely the devil.
I will have need of men like you.
In which capacity?
Except, of course, there is no other man like you. You, in particular, I need.
Everybody needs Tommy for something.
That investigation of the dead journalist, the queer, I've made that go away. Next time, bring only an open mind and a cigar to celebrate our union.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's such a... He, like, drips with, like, arrogance and condescension, and... Oh, he's gonna rival Campbell for somebody I hate, isn't he? You can just feel it right off the bat. Arthur, are you okay over there? That was quick.
What the fuck was that all about, Tom?
Yeah, what'd it say? It's not good when Tommy's unnerved. It's normal for Arthur to be unnerved.
Do not let them get inside your head.
Who the fuck are these people?
He told you a bunch of positions that I don't know.
I've just been invited to become the deputy leader of a brand new political party.
What party would that be?
I've been talking to the friends. Quakers, friends who meet at the meeting house in Bourneville. I'm staying in Bourneville. They say I've been led astray. I also went to a solicitor. They heard my name was Shelby and suddenly they were too busy.
To divorce a Shelby man, you have to go to a solicitor in London. I found one. He's... Put the phone down.
So they both...
Chose this life. He didn't choose me.
Also, Lizzie, one of the friends is a man.
They both want to get divorced?
He listens. Nothing has happened.
Nor will it. He would die without his eyes. Out of kindness, Tommy would offer his daughter a place in one of his institutions for orphan girls. Or even take her into the family.
It's not Arthur. It's who I am when he's there. God hears every filthy word and my head knows every dirty thing.
God, Lizzie looks so good right now.
I used to fox 7 men a day, and now I'm learning how to ride a horse side saddle.
There's good and there's evil.
And there's both mixed.
And that's Arthur and you and me.
You don't get what you deserve, you get what you take.
Yeah, he hardly looks like the same person from when we first met him. Didn't look too bad.
I'll come to take you to the clinic.
I already told Michael, my husband, or no one.
I've got a car. Look, if they don't hear a heartbeat, they're going to give you options. None of them are nice.
My husband may do as he's told, but, I don't.
Look, if they hear a heartbeat, you won't need it. But if you get in a taxi in this city and they hear your accent, they'll take you on a grand tour. Come on.
I honestly don't know how I feel about
To go to Birmingham. Do you want me to cook
Gina. Is this the guy who's
At school, some of the children say
the father of
Jews are worse
Ada's baby?
That's than what?
than anything.
Well, those people are wrong.
And one teacher, Mr. Hudson, he calls my friend a little Jew boy.
How do you
These days,
explain
there are
this
some
to
very
children?
Stupid people saying some very stupid things.
Still to this
What do
day.
you think?
I think I don't want you to be my dad. Because my dad's white, and he's in heaven.
It's surprising that this would be coming from Carl, because I feel like Ada is so very, like, open-minded, and stuff like that doesn't seem to bother her in any way. So it's surprising to me that Carl is coming out with stuff like this.
You must stay here. And you'll let Tommy deal with the men who killed your son.
And he will, I can assure you.
I'm 45 today. I'm probably a bit older than that. I have one more killing to do, and I'll be done. Happy birthday, Polly Gray.
When he says he's got one more killing to do, does he mean the man that killed his son that Tommy is going to take care of? Or does he mean something else? I'm kind of hoping that Gina's baby has no heartbeat, only because I want to see what this relationship looks like if they're not being sort of forced to stay together.
I need that man to help me. I need my hunting rifle, 50 bullets. Going to Scotland tonight.
I was expecting Ada.
Yes, Tommy sent her on a mission. She's doing my job for me.
Where's Carl? Where's the boy? He went to buy an ice cream.
I just had to tell you she'd be late. Here's some business for you.
So we all just do cocaine all the
Business I
time
have
now.
with you, Mr. Shelby.
Yeah, Michael, can't find Carl. Buy him an ice cream. Hey? The man doesn't trust you.
Neither does
Fuck
Tommy.
you, Tom.
You've got some balls
No,
now
Jim,
that you're
fuck.
full of cocaine.
Baby's heart's beating strong. I swear to God, Tom, by the time that baby draws his first breath, you and I will be done. And you will be king. Is that it, Michael?
If anybody's going to be
There are
king,
doctors
it's not
in
going to be
London now.
Michael. I mean, okay, so let's just
You're
say,
still not alone.
hypothetically. Yeah, but he trusts
Brother and
Arthur.
I are the same person. Here,
Let's say he
it's a
goes
letter
down.
from Mosley.
Who takes over?
You should read it.
My money's on Polly.
He wants Birmingham as a stronghold. He knows I've strong support among working people.
Right, and why are you showing this letter to me?
Who may have seditious intentions.
There's no proof of sedition in this letter.
You don't need proof. Give it to your superiors. You think you can join this family?
I have no intention of joining a family.
Oh, thank
Fuck for that, good sir. You'd hate our wedding.
Alright, I'm very confused.
You know what Mosley represents. You know his philosophy.
Okay, so
I'm planning to reply to him and tell him that I make it up my mind. I could fight him on my own if I have to. Or
What?
I can join his organisation and undermine him on behalf of the king.
So Tommy's gonna go undercover yet again? And what's going on with Jesse Eden? Like, are they still trying to remember. At the end of
I suppose
season
there are a few things I can
4...
do on my own initiative.
I don't know, but I will say, as per usual, I am very confused.
On your fucking feet. Hello, Tom. I thought you were staying over in London.
Why are you naked in the
How are your
office?
lips? And who's that?
Oh.
Is it Maisie or is it Clara? Sandra. Well, may I say, your breakfasts are a great improvement.
Mr. Shelby.
A cousin of Abraham Gold, galloped from Meriden. He said Abraham wants you to know that he's gone to Scotland to deal with his business himself. Fuck! The boy said Abraham arrived from the hospital in Polly's Bentley. She fucking helped him. All right, Johnny.
So when
I'm
she...
in a lot of pain here. I need you to go and find Abraham Gold. Family Arthur will take care of everything that requires bones and business. I warned you, Tom. The goals will be the death of one of us. It looks like it's
But-
going to be fucking me.
But when Polly dropped him off, she said Tommy's gonna take care of it.
Open it.
Or is it just the fact in general that she took him from the hospital and brought him home?
You heard the baby's heartbeat today.
Beats so fast.
Would have been a birthday gift.
Liberty. Freedom.
Doesn't really seem...
Feels like a weapon.
Well, that's
I
fine
only
too.
came because Michael's driving back from London and he said he didn't want you to be on your own.
You want to take Michael and the baby to New York?
Yes. The baby will have 2 grandmothers. The other one lives...
The other one lives amongst human beings. The other one is a human being.
Polly, you're badass
So
as shit.
right.
I'm surprised that these two don't get
I love
along.
Chuck. So what do you want?
I feel like they would really get along if they gave each other half a chance.
Your help. Michael wants you to come with us. You can all live in Long Island.
You see, we all try and get away. But we never do. I wish I felt that heartbeat today.
You're starting to sound a little sorry for yourself. And my baby will be born in New York.
I mean, you might have to have it born in New York without Michael. Or, I don't know. It really depends on what's going on with him and
Not happy
Michael.
about this, mate. We're looking for popular speakers for our upcoming rally. You're making quite a name for yourself in the Commons.
Do you want to sit down, Miss Eva?
Is he drunk? He looked a little wobbly when he got off that stool. Maybe he's just tired.
Revolution.
So, how is life as a socialist?
This bottle. Once the cork comes out, can't get it back in. Need to finish what he started. It's cleverness, that's all.
So you're playing at this?
Communism, fascism. For most people, it's an apple and an apple. I cannot address your rally because it's not part of the current strategy.
Tommy's got way too much shit going on right now. No, he's really not. We can all see that. I'd say he needs a break, but he's even worse when he's on a break. Like,
Happier son, Thomas.
oh no. This definitely means he's not in good shape right now if he's hallucinating Grace. He's been coughing a lot the last couple of episodes.
Expect you home.
I wonder if that means anything.
Francis said Linda was here today. Also, Maggie at the exchange said you made some calls.
So now he's spying on her?
He said he'd represent me. But I put the phone down. And when I heard your car pull up, I got changed.
So now you don't want a divorce anymore.
I still pay for it. So I've decided to continue to take the payment and balance my heart against my head as though it were a book of accounts. You don't fuck anybody else in my house, nor within a day of holding our child with a hand and day on either side.
What difference does that make?
Do you let me in sometimes? Do you, Red?
So, what difference does it matter if he held the kid or not? Well, whatever. I guess whatever works for them. It doesn't really matter.
Deal is, you belong to me. My property. No one touches my property.
So,
Everything is mine. Betty.
for right now, so she was gonna get a lawyer to divorce him. Then she decided not to, and now she's like, okay, we'll stay married, but so is Linda going through with her divorce? Oh Jesus, with the cocaine and the booze, Arthur, my God.
Linda was here today. Fuck. First, I need you to go to Scotland and bring back Abraham Gold. Then we'll go and we'll find Linda.
No. I won't go nowhere. Not Scotland. Until you tell me what it is you know.
I very much believe Arthur. So let's just tell him and move on with our lives. Because nothing's going to get done until you tell him, or at least lie to him or something.
Right, listen to me. I don't have an address. But she's with the Quakers in Bourneville. Apparently, there is someone who was a friend. He had a wife who died. That should be enough to find him. Arthur, just talk to him and get a message to Linda. He's a Quaker who was a friend and not like us. They talk. I'll speak to him. When's a man?
I feel like he might beat him to almost death. My other question is, why is it such a bad thing if Aberama deals with the Billy Boys himself instead of letting them do it? Is it just because they need to... Just because Tommy wants his own kind of
Who are you
revenge?
talking to? Who was it?
What difference does it
Was
make?
it Arthur?
I need my brother in one piece. Arthur makes his own decisions. Marry or shall be. Stay fucking married.
I thought he was going to say, you marry a Shelby, you get what you fucking get. Which is what I was trying to tell Grace way back yonder, but...
I'm looking for Linda Shelby. Do you know her? I'm Arthur. My husband.
Relax there, Arthur, with the stool.
Your husband. She doesn't want to talk to you.
How about we search for the fucking truth with it? Sounds like a plan.
Like, I didn't think he was going to kill him, but I thought he might, like, beat him until he's almost dead. Oh, there goes Arthur. Well, I don't think this is gonna help Linda stay with you. Because this is part of what she's trying to get away from. He's in no position to answer questions now. You shouldn't have beaten him so hard. I guess I was wrong. He's just gonna outright kill him. Yeah, but again, not going to help you get Linda back. If she's even gone, which she sort of is, but she's been half gone for a while.
I'm a good man. I'm a fucking good man like you.
Well, only one of you killed one of you.
There is good in my heart.
That I believe.
There is good in my heart.
Jesus Christ, Arthur.
These hands belong to the devil.
Fuck.
The fucking devil.
I just keep going back and forth on Arthur, where I just keep yelling at him because he keeps doing stupid shit, but... I mean, there aren't any resources to help you with what's going on in your head at this point in history. So yeah, he's doing a lot of bad shit, but he needs help, but he can't get any.
No. So it's you and Johnny Dogs against Scotland.
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like they got a pretty good shot at that.
Curly Arthur is going to Scotland, so he needs hand grenades. How many? Sake, it's like it's normal. Find a way of getting her back, Arthur.
I don't know.
You're as good as dead already.
I was gonna say, I don't even know why he wants her back, but she does sort of rein him in a little bit.
That's them! The Billy Boys!
Oh, is everyone gonna die now?
Gypsies, Catholics, and other criminally minded individuals are not allowed to walk the roads of our Protestant district on account of poor quality. We will be needing your tools, your tar, your burner, and your transportation.
I have the keys to the truck.
I mean, I understand why he wants to kill them. But there are a lot of them, and there's only one of you. Or does he only want the one who killed his son? I mean, you want to kill my son, you get what you get. Right? Tell him why. There we go.
Want you boys take a message back to Jimmy McCavan. You killed my son.
Oh, he's not even there.
And in his gun, there's a bullet, and on it is carved the name McCavan.
Was that a common thing? Because the Peaky Blinders do it all the time. Oh, God! Oh! Oh my God! Jesus Christ. Okay, so... Oh, it's you?
I think we'll make quite the team. Fine shot, Mr. Shelby.
Well, he should be, for all the shooting he does.
You're in the yeomanry, yeah? You won the Distinguished Service Medal.
And now it's in the cut.
Well, 2 months ago I was in Rome. I met Mr. Mussolini. You and I, and men like him, we will shape the future. The British Union of Fascists will be born on January the 1st next year. The 1930s, Mr. Shelby, will belong to us.
I have some conditions.
It really isn't going to be that kind of relationship. To smoke like the fine man you'll become.
I mean... I don't... So... I need to know what happened at the end of that conversation.
I haven't allocated confidential line code 78. I've agreed to work with our friend. He's going to announce on January 1st. I need to know that my position as informant against him is officially sanctioned.
Was that a...
Today, gentlemen,
What the hell?
we are avenging an unprovoked attack
There wasn't a...
on members of our organization.
It was not unprovoked. Well, I guess it was unprovoked. But they tried to take all their
Members
stuff.
of a race destined for natural eradication anyway.
You don't seem like people who are into science.
Since these beggars are, so proceed in any manner you choose to find the fugitive we seek.
Do you even know who it is?
Morning, Mr. Gold.
Oh, Jesus, Arthur.
The Billy boys are coming for you.
How the fuck you find me?
It's not really the point.
How the fuck? I gotta let it slip. If you're not sure, son. What?
You were told to not do anything.
Bentley outside. The engine running. Fastest engine in the world, apparently, which is good. We got 2 minutes to get out of here.
This is how they enact revenge? They have like a fucking parade? I thought it was gonna be like their independence parade or something.
We are seeking a man by the name of Aberama Gold. Hand the gentleman over, and no one else will be harmed.
Are they gonna like come out of the trees and the bushes? Nope, somebody's in there. Oh.
Fuck, take cover!
I forgot about that. I mean, it didn't look so bad for his guys. Why is he so happy?
So, Tommy Shelby, it's war you want.
Oh, he's happy because we're going to war. All right then. Okay, so that was probably, I don't know. I was going to say that is probably my least favorite episode that I've watched so far. Again, doesn't make it bad, but I don't think it was my favorite. But now I'm trying to think about it and see if that actually is true. So, all right, so here's what I'm thinking. I really don't understand necessarily why Aberama can't just go and, avenge his son on his own. I don't understand why Tommy feels like they need to be doing it instead. I don't know if that's like we need to show people that we're, still scary or whatever, solidifying their positions of power and fear. I'm not really sure. But either way, it doesn't really feel like a big enough motivator, I don't think, for all of that to have gone on. I don't know. I mean, apparently there is war now between the Peaky Blinders and the Billy Boys, which is going to make for a good season, which we're halfway through already. However, I am much more interested. I'm sort of more interested in Mosley, but not necessarily what he's doing. But I'm more interested in Tommy killing him because I hate him a lot more than I hate the Billy Boys. That said, that's the part where I'm getting a little confused, is all the political stuff. Because as somebody who barely knows American history, and was raised in America where we don't give a fuck about other countries. We don't learn anything about anyone else because, we're assholes and think we're better than everyone. But the point is, so as somebody who doesn't really know a ton about history, especially British history, I'm getting a little confused as to what's happening. So if I understand correctly, and I'm sure somebody will help me out if I'm wrong, Tommy, who is currently the head of the Labour Party, which is like the working man's party, which is socialist, I think, is currently going undercover but near Jesse Eden to find communists from her party and give the names to the British government, which enables him to keep government contracts for something. Now, he's trying to go undercover with the intelligence department, I think, to dig up information about Mosley, who's starting a fascist party at the beginning of next year. I think I got that right. So my question, though, is what is he going to do with that info? Like, is he just going to do the same thing, like give that information along to the British government, and in return he'll be getting whatever he's getting for it, or something new or whatever? But somebody help me out and let me know if I got those pieces of the politics right, because that I think is why I didn't love this episode. There was a lot of politics, and I'm not great at it. But I do really hate Mosley, and it does seem like he's going to rival Campbell for the position of worst villain. Still Campbell right now, but I can see Mosley going up there. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay. Other things. Gina wants her and Michael to leave and go back to New York when the baby is born. But Michael wants Polly to go. And I really think that Gina and Polly would get along because they're both kind of like, fuck you badasses. Gina is nowhere at Polly's level. But I think, with some time, maybe she could be. And I also think she might like this kind of lifestyle, Gina. I don't really know because I don't know her that well. I don't think any of us do. But I think she could fit in well with the Peaky Blinders. But in contrast to Linda, who is definitely not fitting in well. And that's something that I have been their relationship has been puzzling me for a while, her and Arthur. Because I just can't figure out, like, she seems very, controlling is the word I want. She seems very controlling when it comes to Arthur. And he doesn't really seem to want to do any of the things that she wants him to do. But he wants to do things to make her happy. It's a very odd relationship. But he seems most happiest when he's working for Tommy and, like, being a enforcing murderer. And doing cocaine and downing whiskey like it's water. But he seems like, I'm wondering if at this point it's just a pride thing. Tommy said if you marry a Shelby, you stay married. So maybe it's just about pride at this point. And so he went to the Quakers, Arthur did, and he killed the guy who was there. I don't know if it's the same guy she was talking to or if it's just a Quaker. And he killed him because he wouldn't talk to him, and then Arthur is quick to lose his temper and just completely killed him. And I thought he was just going to, like, beat him up and leave him for dead. So to, like, send a message, like, hey, Quakers, send my wife home. But I don't know. But something is going to happen with that, and I don't know what it is yet. And then we had Lizzie, who was going to divorce Tommy, it seemed like, found somebody to represent her, and then at the last minute decided no. Now, she says it's because you stay loyal to those who, pay your bills, essentially. But now she and Tommy have this weird relationship. I mean, but to be honest, their relationship has been strained for a while. And I was very surprised to find out that they even got married in the first place. I always assumed it was sort of just because she got pregnant. But he did seem, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with there. I don't know what's happening in that instance. But, so, the other thing, there's a lot that happened in this episode. You know, for somebody who was like, I think this was my least favorite episode, I sure have a lot to say about it. The other thing that's going on is that Carl is getting all of this sort of outside influence from school about black people and Jewish people being like lesser than white people. And I mean, I guess it's understandable-ish that it's coming from school because Ada's definitely not like that. Tommy's not like that. Like, the family isn't like that at all, which is also why I was surprised when, like, Tommy used the fact that the journalist was queer against him because that stuff doesn't seem to bother him. But I don't know. So, at the very end of the episode, we had Arthur going to pick up Aberama and being like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. The Billy Boys are here, and they're here now. And they were like, that's the part I don't get. Like, Arthur's like, we have to be out of here in 2 minutes. And I guess there were not as many. Yeah, the Billy Boys had a ton of weapons, and it was just the two of them. So I guess it makes sense that they had to go, but now we've got this war brewing, which I'm not against, just because it's more fun that way. But I don't know. I think the political stuff is all just sort of throwing me off, and Tommy seems like he's drunk all the time, and his mind is not doing well. I mean, no one's mind is really doing well right now, and I do really love the way that this episode opened. I loved the opening of it. And fucking Polly is just badass as shit, man. And I would literally probably just watch her sitting around and smoking cigarettes all day. Like, she's that, like, captivating on screen. She could literally do nothing and I would just stare and watch her. But, alright. It's been a long time. So let's say we've had enough here. Hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!